My wife cheated on me with her AP and then tried to come back into my life pretending to be my girlfriend after she got cheated on herself by the same man. My 47-year-old ex-wife, who is 48, left me a year and a half ago for a guy who was married to her high school best friend. Some friend she turned out to be, right? We had been married for 20 years and had what I thought were 2 children together. I recently found out that my 6-year-old daughter isn't mine, she's his. She knew this from day one of being pregnant and kept it from me. It's my name on the birth certificate, and I do intend to fight for custody, as this has been my daughter and the certificate is a legally binding document. She might not be blood, but that is my daughter. Clearly, this affair has been going on for some time. Finding out was a kick in the teeth. When I asked her if it's him or me, she said it's him. Why? Because he can get it right back up after intimacy and go again. That's the only reason, intimacy. Forget the fact that I worked 2 jobs to put her through school and continued to do so she could stay home and raise our kids and cheat on me. I gave up pursuing my dreams and music career for her so that she could pursue hers and have a family. They have been the number one thing in my life. My ex has always been a cold woman. She's bipolar, and life wasn't always easy. Her outbursts in physical and emotional ways to get to me were soul-crushing, but I endured it because I thought she couldn't help it. Turns out that wasn't entirely true. She admitted to friends that she often punched me because she felt like it or wasn't getting her way. My kids had witnessed on several occasions her striking and verbally abusing me, and each time I took it without fighting back, hating my kids to witness this. At one point, towards the end, she was angry at me for not taking the trash out the moment I came home and grabbed me by the neck and started squeezing while my son stood horrified, watching. I told her our son will always remember this, and she let me go. I should have left long ago. I know this now. I'd like to think that if not for my children, I would have, but I didn't want them to have a broken home and held on to the hope that someday my wife would go back to being the woman I fell in love with. I know now that those days are dead and gone and had been for years. After everything came to light, my wife sat down with her friend, whose husband she was cheating with, and told her point blank, yes, it's true. No, I'm not sorry, and then my wife got up and walked away. I was told this by her friend. My wife left, took the kids, and moved in with him in an apartment behind the one we shared. Even then, I held on to the hope that she would see the grass wasn't greener with him. He had cheated on his own wife several times besides with my wife, and she knows this. I waited that entire first year, waiting for her to come back. She kept the apartment keys, and I assumed she was still holding on to them because she knew she would come home. But at the end of that year, they began their cruelty again, with him constantly dropping by the bus stop as I was putting the kids on the bus for school and telling me, I've come to see my daughter off to school, not your daughter, mine. I told him, then why were you so content for the past 5 years to let me raise her, for her to have my last name, to let me be there at her birth and raise her as mine? Where were you? Why is my name on the certificate as her father instead of yours? That almost earned me a punch to the face, and it did earn me a drunken visit by the both of them at the end of the night because he showed up to fight. My ex then decided to make everything public, going on Facebook and bragging about her new boyfriend. Our friends were shocked and reached out to me and his wife about it. I made sure to grab all the screenshots I could. She doesn't seem to care about the hole she's dug for herself with our upcoming divorce. Then again, why should she? I already got her with a paternity test. At the end, I